Finally, Peter Obi is once again trending after being spotted in an event which brings together the high and mighty in this country, Nigeria. At first, when I saw this very video, according to the publication of News Central, who covered this very event, they posted on their social media platform that this event took place in Benin City, in Edo State. I thought it was so, but later findings revealed that this event actually happened in Abuja at Yaradua's Square. Because already many people don't they ask, say, if true say Peter Obi is in Edo State, where is the new sheriff in town? You know what I mean? But anyways, this very event is a book launch, which is titled The Chronicles of a Legend. This book launch is an event that details the chronicles and the enduring legacy of a great man in Edo Kingdom, High Chief Gabriel Osawuru Igbenedion, the Esama of Benin Kingdom. Yes, this book launch, Chronicles of a Legend, tries to highlight some of the landmark achievements from this High Chief Gabriel Osawuru Igbenedion, his contribution to education in Nigeria, transportation, banking sector, and in overall entrepreneurship. I can tell you, Peter Obi is live and direct, doing what he knows how to do best. Unfortunately, we are yet to see the new sheriff, the new sheriff of Edo State. In fact, this event attracted the high and mighty across the width and breadth of this nation, which we will talk about at the end of this video. Another thing where they give everybody concern now from this event where Peter Obi they speak. Now this Mr. Benjamin Kalu, this Honorable Benjamin Kalu, who is the deputy, speaker at the House of Representatives. So many people don't they ask, say, why the man face day like this? Say, whether they pain the man? Say, what him be old? Say, why in there? I beg. I beg, there is a lot to talk about at the end of this video. More now watch.
We live in a country that don't celebrate those who are supposed to be celebrated. If we do, the celebration would have been more. Who is representing Ministry of Education here? He built the first university. Who is representing Ministry of Transport? He did the first airline. He was among the first 3 to be given banking licenses, private banking licenses. I'm in that industry, so I know when they built banking industry. He did a lot in education, employing people, 17,000 people. Nigeria today, if we had been a country that is productive, over 120 million people would have been employed. That means one person is employing 17,000. So we need about 8,000 industries to be able to do that. But we have about 1,000 functional industries. That's why we have unemployment. So he needs more than this celebration. And I plead with AGF. I know you're going to do more. But now that we have an opportunity, we have to change the way we honor people. The GCFR and GCON should be people who are entrepreneurial and productive, not us, the politicians. If they like, they can remove our own and give them so that the country can produce and be able to employ people. Igbenedion deserves more, not just national honor, all the support government can give him. And that's what we need to be celebrating, so that more people can go into entrepreneurship, support education, support what he did. That is a great work, and I'm sure you will do your own to be able to advise accordingly, and so that in the next few days, maybe, yes, we'll be hearing things different. I thank you. You won't look for me when you talk about the education. The rest assured that from today, endowment is not paid in one day. Endowment continues. And I assure you that annually, the endowment fund will see Mr. Peter Obi's little contribution. At least for the next 10 years, as long as I live. Because what he did is a great thing. Because of him today, in my village, in every village in Nigeria, if you have a means of solving transport, it's called Okada. What more did we need? He deserves more than we are celebrating here. Let us celebrate him. May God continue to bless your family, bless all of us that are gathered here. Thank you.
The truth remains that the governor of Edo State was just making an empty threat to Peter Obi. Yes, he was never going to do anything because the threat he was making to Peter Obi is act of rascality, and it is unconstitutional to insist on Peter Obi coming to take permission from him before coming to Edo State. This event now attracted former Senate President Bukola Saraki, even the Emir of Kano. Even the Emir of Kano, Aminu Adobayero, was also live and present in that event. Former governors like James Ibori was also present, and there were other scores of dignitaries, across the Nigerian security agencies that equally made it to that very occasion. And I can tell you, the governor of Edo State was not there. Somebody was saying, the bill I said they don't invite the governor. So say na book launch. Now people will sabi book. Now they invite for book launch. But from what we can see, the governor was represented by one Mr. Idahosa. You know what I mean? And the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was equally represented by George Akume. Tinubu was not there. But Peter Obi made a very sound remark that is worth taking back home. Peter Obi was asking a question. Where is the Minister of Education? Where is the Minister of Transportation? All these men ought to have been present if Nigeria truly is not a country that does not celebrate entrepreneurship, like Peter Obi pointed out. We don't celebrate entrepreneurship. What we celebrate is rascality and political offices. That is what we celebrate in Nigeria. Oh, he's a governor, he's a senator. Everybody go to Buchalia, Tuale, Baba, this. That is what we celebrate. This man doesn't create any job. But here is the Esama of Benin Kingdom, who has done his bit in a very sound and profound way in this country, Nigeria. Building the first university. He was the first to obtain the air ticketing licenses and all of that. So the federal government of Nigeria ought to have, been fully represented by the ministers as well as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Peter Obi is even saying that people like the Esama of Benin Kingdom are the people who are supposed to get the title of GCFR, GCON, that if they want, they should remove their own and give it to people like the Esama of Benin Kingdom, that he truly deserves, such honors. But unfortunately, I'm not surprised because that is the trajectory we have in Nigeria. We do not at length celebrate entrepreneurship, which many of you will remember that on this internet space, I have personally defended business owners in Nigeria because I do know that it is not a child's play to own a business, to be an employer of labor in this country, Nigeria. So the Esama of Benin Kingdom, High Chief Gabriel Osawuru Igbenedion, is worth celebrating. I started hearing about High Chief Igbenedion when I was still a very young boy, till when one of my friends, started attending his university in Benin City and all of that. So he's a man of value and honor and must be celebrated. Well, another thing that is worth pointing out is Benjamin Kalu. A lot of people are saying, why is Benjamin Kalu, his countenance is in that way? Is he pained or is he angry that Peter Obi was in that event, speaking and all of that? Well, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Peter Obi is a man of grace whom God has given a platform to lend his voice towards the betterment of this country, Nigeria. So whether you like him or not, Baba will continue to make exploits and inspire many younger Nigerians across board. Well, at this point, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. Man, another person, Siam. God bless you.